said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Got him with a clean right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice slip to avoid the jab. How about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. There's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round here so far.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook won't score. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. They exchange punches. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
They exchange punches. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Good counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Right, just misses. Tried to score with a jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Boxing, back together. Right, let's go out there. Change too much, keep doing what you're doing.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
If you have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter, you've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that endless shot power.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab not finding its target. That counter punch caught him clean. And he misses with that jab. Big shot just rattled his cage. Benn has no idea where he is right now. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? Swing and a miss with that left hook. One punch could change everything in this battle. You'd like this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Benn just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars, but let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. Jab slightly off target. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Big overhand left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Needs to put some... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need it. And there's the bell for round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Missing with that right hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That counter shot lands. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Just missed with that hook. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. And we enter the 9th. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose them. It's round 10. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then Put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. That counter shot lands. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Forcing him to cover up. They're both trying for a knockout. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He missed with that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We won it despite what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. Who thought we would have made it to 12? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that hook. Trying to land that jab. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Has to be. A big shot rattles his cage. Conor Benn right now. Will he go down? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.